in that chair just about, 3 weeks ago, Ray Lewis sat in it, and your name came out of his mouth, and he spoke glowingly of you, and you guys connect every now and then. He talked about how you guys connect. And also one of the things that I know this about Ray, but I think a lot of folks who heard him talk, just his knowledge of the game and the X's and O's and how he would match wits with Brady and Peyton Manning and things of that nature, and how he would know the play before they would call it, and he knew that they knew that he would know it, and that he would deliver the punishment to the player that he knew was going to be targeted, and they knew it too, and that's the sort of thing. Do you have that situation with a quarterback in the league today that you can kind of lay it out for me? That sort of knowledge of the game inside here.
Well, I think the difference between, like, with Ray, like, he played Peyton Manning all the time. He played guys like Tom Brady all the time. You know, I think our division has been different because the quarterbacks in our division have constantly kind of switched out. You know, Matt Stafford just got there. Kyler Murray, just got there not too long ago. And so I feel like there's definitely moments, because of that, because of him, guys like him, and just him being willing to open up. When I reached out to him, I can't remember when I reached out to him. It was a while ago. We met in person, and then I got his phone number and I reached out to him. Like he's always been so open with everything. Like,
what is he telling you? What do you think what has he downloaded you with the most?
Man, I'm just picking his brain on everything. I've always known that about him. He knows the play before it comes, and I've asked him, like, watch film. We've watched film. We've taken notes. We've worked out before together, and so how he's handled me is made me want to be that same way with the guys that's coming after me, because he was like my Jordan, watching, like growing up, like he was the guy that I watched, playing, and I wanted to be like him, and I wanted to, prepare the way that he prepared. And so to get the opportunity to have him sit down with me and kind of break down film or break down how he broke down the game and the level of discipline that it takes to play at a high level for 17 years, it's just crazy. And so, I try to inspire to be that same way, and to have a guy like that be open and willing to give that information out. He's definitely helped me. It's like, from the studying aspect, there are moments where I'm just like, I know the play, I know where it's coming, and I just go get it. And it's from the film study, but it's also from, older guys like that and so many others that have shared their knowledge of the game with me, and I'm hoping I do the same as I continue to grow. I guess
a couple follow-up questions on that then. Who are the guys in the game today? Do you think that you could be able to mentor in that guy? Who are the linebackers
There's a lot of them, man. Darius Leonard, Devin White.
He's so good.
Fred Warner, Roquan Smith. It's so many of them. I know I'm going to leave some of them out. I like watching Eric Kendricks play. There's so much good linebacker play, and I really enjoy where the position is elevated to, because we are the quarterbacks of the defense, and we are the guys that kind of set everything up majority of the times. And so, to be in that position and to have the world start to see, like, this is how, like, we run the defense, for the most part. Most defenses, they're ran by the middle linebacker. And so to have those guys, be performing at such a high level, it's amazing to watch.
Well, and then the quarterback that I was
Michael Parsons too. I don't know if he's kind of going all over the place.
He is. Yeah,
he's a special
one. And
he
was here. He was here too. And
I saw he was in the chair and everything.
He took my chair.
Yeah.
He took my chair. It's okay.
I like it. It's cool. I won't do that the first one. I'll wait to the second or third.
That sounds fine, Bobby. That sounds fine. And the quarterback, that you mentioned, obviously that they're different in the division now. So then the one that I would think that you would have a history with, because you played some big games against, would be Aaron Rodgers, maybe, right?
Yeah,
would that be?
Yeah.
What's that like going against him?
It's just he is so fun to play against, because he really makes sure you're on your game. Not just from like a physical standpoint, but a mental standpoint. And two, like I always like playing against the Rams because like they watch stuff that I do on film, and I know they're gonna put it in the next game. And so there was like one particular game where I like when we were playing the Rams, like whenever they motioned the running back out or kind of ran them out, I knew they weren't throwing them the ball. And I kind of didn't really play it any because I knew they weren't going there. So the next time we played them, I knew they saw that. And so I was like, all right, they're going to run a running back screen at some point. And so that kind of like chess moves where it's like it may not happen this game, but it'll happen the next game.
And you remember it, and you know they've seen it, and you know.
I remember. I know they've seen it. I'm like knowing them. I know they've seen that. I know they know they didn't throw to that running back, and I wasn't even acknowledging it because I knew they weren't going to throw it. I knew going into that next game they were going to find a way to put that in there just to have me play it honest. And so that's something. But Aaron Rodgers does that too. He's able to read the defense. He's able to, no matter how much you disguise, no matter how much you move around, like he's able to read everything. And the thing that he don't get enough credit for, in my opinion, is his ability to escape. Like not people, like he won't go for like 60 yards, but he'll sneak in and get a couple first downs that extends the drive, and you know he's still a master at looking people off, and so he's a person I enjoy playing against whenever I get the opportunity.
He's the king of reaching the ball out too to get an extra yard as he's running.
Oh
yeah,
for sure. You try to swipe it away, you know.
I know.
Kyler Murray does that as well.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.